All right. Good morning, everybody. Kicking it stateside back here for a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Saturday here in the North. PA.
Oh,
Just hanging.
you're chopping up.
Am I good? Oh no.
No, you're chopping
How am
up.
I? Fuck. This could get weird.
This could get weird. So everybody,
This
Internet
could get
Gate,
really weird.
Internet Gate 2.0.
Brian has passed
Adam-
his issues on to me, which is great.
He is having issues from the jump. We're gonna hopefully they'll work through. So we are back, kicking
Yes.
it stateside for another week. What can I say, man? This has been a crazy season. You have to perform this season. If you take 1 week off this season, you are in serious trouble because everybody's kind of playing well. There's a lot of teams within like 2 points of each other early.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing some separation at the top here as far as, I mean, hell, we have Southampton currently sitting the top of the table.
What about it?
I mean,
Kay Adams.
You ask the man, especially with Danny Ings out, you need someone to step up for Southampton, and hopefully it's time. Again, who the hell would have thought like 8 weeks in that we would be saying Southampton would be certainly
bro.
not me.
No, not as a team. We figured they had some positives coming out of last year, I guess. And your boy Ralphie coaching them up, that's always a plus. But nobody would have expected this so early. And they're quality wins too. They're shutout wins. They're clean sheets. They're
And they're
just
scoring
finding
too.
ways. Yeah.
Last year they're scoring like maybe 1-0. Now they're scoring like 2-3-0. It's been quite the turnaround. And the better they get, the tighter Hill gets. Oh no.
I'm not getting anything, bro.
Nothing now?
No, every time you start like actually like going into anything, it sounds like Voltron and
Uh-oh. I may have to switch laptops. Maybe I'll do that quick.
All right. Yeah.
Keep rolling. Technical difficulties.
Here we go. This is what we do. Adam and I talk about it. This is what you get with A2D. You get real life shit, bro. This is real life. We don't pull any punches here. We tell it how it is. Things happen. Like I said, my son's probably going to walk into the room in about an hour. I was able to kind of get him out of the house for a little bit, but it is what it is. This is what we do. And this is why we're here, and we appreciate everybody coming to kick it with us today. Again, we do what we usually do. We go back. We're going to talk about what happened last week from the time we went off the air till now. And then obviously what's going on right now today. Anything you guys want to talk about. We'll get to the poll questions when Adam gets back. We'll get to everything when he gets back. We're just, as typical, this is life, bro. This is 2020. Internet Gate 2.0. We're just trying to get this thing running. So what can I say? Earlier today, I guess might as well talk about that without him here. Actually, we'll go into, we were just talking about Southampton. We'll talk about Southampton real quick. Anybody want to talk about Southampton? We got Che Adams doing this thing, scoring goals. They win again yesterday, 2-0. Like we were saying, they are top of the table, and they're actually playing very good, playing impressive ball. Brighton and Burnley played to another snoozer yesterday, so I don't even know what's going on with Burnley. It is really, really poor right now. Real poor quality. That upsets Adam because he is a big Sean Dyche fan. And, I mean, I just don't get it. Like, the guy's a good coach. I feel like they have decent players. I guess they haven't really improved. They haven't really found a way to get better. They just kind of stay flat, and that will catch up to in this league. So you are seeing it happen right now with the way Burnley is playing. Again, drawing Brighton. Brighton's probably got to do better, as bad as Burnley is right now. And then this morning, for all you Man United fans, you and us as Arsenal fans are very up and down right now. So you get a dub today, 3-1. Bruno comes through. Cavani gets a Premier League goal. It's nice to see, especially after falling behind. Bernardo gets a goal for Everton to go up 1-0. Everton again struggling, losing another game after a super hot start. And as I was saying in pregame with Adam in the beginning of the show, right now points are at a premium. The way this league is going, as tight as it is, you cannot be dropping points. And Everton's at home. They want to be one of the big boys. They come out super hot, leading the table. And now they're starting to come back to earth a little bit. And that's not a good showing by them at all. So they might be in a little bit of trouble as far as staying consistent. And, Leeds, we got that game going on.
Whoa.
Good morning. Everybody joining us. Just quick heads up. I'm just here bullshitting with you guys till he gets back. I don't want to get into too much. Him and I like to run this together, so he's having an upsetting morning. He's having Internet Gate 2.0. So we're working it out. Adams. Oh, you just split an Adam.
Which one am I removing?
I think that's an A2D first. Adam has been split on the air.
This shit is crazy. Just telling you. Absolutely wild. All right.
Yes. The bottom one looks nice.
I'm getting rid of you.
Goodbye.
All right.
Hey!
I think we're okay.
You seem very clear right now.
Is it better?
Voice. Way better.
Okay. This is bizarre, but this is what we do to try and give you guys a good show and not some choppy bullshit.
Yeah, man, we gotta work through it right now. Everybody and their mother's sitting home on the freaking internet right now.
It sucks. 2020 just sucks, man.
It does. I'm just done with it, bro. I'm done with it.
Where were we at? I'm sorry.
I was just sitting and bullshitting, talking about obviously finishing up, just praising Southampton a little bit. I was just talking about the United game, how Everton's kind of slipping off. Need to get a little better.
You know what? I mean, it's a good segue into the poll question, I guess.
I said I didn't want to do any of that shit till you got back. So,
but yeah, I mean, the poll question was, do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the man for the job at Manchester United? Agree, disagree? I'd love to hear what United fans, especially, what they think. You go from losing, midweek to Istanbul Başakşehir, and then you come back in a must-win game against Everton and you play fantastic. It seems like every time United is up against the wall with job on the line, they win.
Yeah, they're the epitome of inconsistent. I mean, they do step up when they need to, but you can't be playing games like they did against Istanbul.
Right.
If you want to be considered one of the best teams in Europe, like that's just doesn't. Those two things don't jive.
No, and
they are struggling in the Premier League. I mean, this was a good win for them today. Huge win on the road.
they needed it bad.
Big time. And Bruno to come back and do it without PKs, that's always nice to see. Cavani gets a goal, I was saying, so he gets a Premier League goal. They got to be happy about that late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, can we talk about Bruno Fernandes for a second?
Yeah, man.
How good that guy is.
We have to praise that man. I mean, there's no getting around it. He's been one of the best, if not the best player in the Premier League since he's come to the league.
I would have to say he probably has been.
Yeah, like there's very few guys you could throw up against him in debate, and it even makes sense at this point. If you look at the total statistics and pretty much win-loss when he does play for that team and when he scores, and so yeah.
Everton does have a bad defense.
Oh my God, yes. Eddie, what's up,
Everton
bro?
does. Good morning. Again, good morning to everybody. I'm sorry if you weren't here. I was having some technical difficulties earlier, but that's what we do. I'm ad-libbing as I go. I'm on like one laptop in front of me, and then I still have to keep the stream up on the other laptop, which is on a hotspot on my phone.
Oof, man.
Of course, the first 2-hour show we have, crazy shit going on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hey, this is like I told him, this is what it is. This is what A2D is all about, bro. Real life shit.
This is it, baby. But yeah, I mean, it's incredible how United is so inconsistent to what I saw Robert said, too inconsistent. But yeah, I mean, it's the fact that they needed a win, and they got it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got to be happy if you're a United fan.
Yeah.
You got to be happy. You want to win every game, so you take your win and you hope that they don't drop the next Europa League game. Yeah.
I mean, to the poll. Sorry to cut you off, but
go ahead.
To the poll, I would say that to me, as like a non-biased person and just a fan of the game, I would say he's not the guy for the job. But again, he keeps proving it wrong, and it seems like the players don't quit. It seems. Obviously, they showed that today.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something there. If they really disliked him and they knew he was on the hot seat, I hate to say it, but they would play down. It's human nature. Guys do that.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, damn, maybe we take this one L, he's out of here. But obviously they didn't do that. They keep fighting for themselves as a team, and ultimately it may help his job. Honestly, I think United's at a point now where they're back in Champions League and they do have players and they're not getting consistent results. They're going to move on from him anyway because they're United, and they're finally getting back into where United feels that they belong, and they probably do belong. They've been there for a long time, and kind of the soccer world's better, I guess, when United is playing in big European competitions and all that. So
right, and at a big club, you definitely have a shorter leash than at some other ones.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, he's had a pretty
the expectation is way higher.
Yeah, he's had a pretty long leash, but I mean, again, what did he do last year? They played like shit. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, end of the year, they're sitting in 4th place, and now they're back in Champions League. Mm-hmm. So, like, can you kill the guy for that? And that,
I think, I mean, eventually, I would say they're going to move on. Because we don't know how they're going to do in Europe. I think that's the big thing for them. Like, if you don't get out of the Europa League, like, group stage, that's pretty sad. So
I know, but yeah, I mean, just the expectations are there. Like, they came so close, and then don't
and
know.
it's a good team too.
Yeah.
But again, maybe sitting Pogba down is the best thing that they could have done. I don't know.
Like that, but that's horrible. Like if that's really the case, like sitting a guy that talented down is improving you, then like I feel like you're not doing your job. Like you should be able to get your best players in there because you can't. He's definitely one of the best 11 players on that team.
Oh, for sure. But it seems like him and the manager do not get along well, like at all.
I don't know.
There's some rift there.
Well, because he wants to put him in one position and Pogba likes another, and unfortunately, there's some players that are willing to play anywhere and just play the game. And then there are some players that if they're not in their positions, they act like, a little bit of a diva and they get upset and it just
Definitely
is what
a
it is.
diva.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we've
Definitely a
discussed
diva.
that at length. So yeah.
Obviously we did have, besides the United game this morning, we have a game going on right now. We got Leeds at Palace. 2-1 at the half, I guess, coming up.
Is it
approaching
still
the half? Let's see.
I thought I saw a third goal. A Leeds own goal or something.
3-1 at halftime for Palace.
Yeah.
So Helder Costa own goal. Then you got a VAR reversed on the Patrick Bamford first goal that didn't count. And you have a great free kick and a nice header. Everything, just this game had everything going on, and it's not done yet with the scoring, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, dude, Leeds could put 3 up in the second half.
They can, but can they defend?
The way Palace blows Leeds, I hate to say, I hope our Palace DC or Palace Atlanta brethren don't get upset, but I think they know by now. I mean, we always talk about it. If we hop on Twitter right now, they're already talking, probably going into the second half of like, are we gonna blow this one? Like,
yeah, they're like, what can we do to lose this?
Like let's not celebrate yet. Like here it comes. Like
they're waiting for that draw 3-3.
Yeah, they're always there. They know.
But yeah, I mean, so that's at halftime.
Yeah, it's halftime.
Halftime there, and then we had one yesterday, a real snoozer.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Which is very typical, which I called. I put money on a tie, and of course, 0-0.
Nice.
Brighton's going to do what Brighton does and just draw their way to stay up in the league.
Yeah, and Burnley's in big trouble, bro. Your boy. I was talking about your boy. I didn't get too hyped about it because it's not the same without you. But
oh, Chris Wood.
No, the Ginger Mourinho.
Oh, Sean Dyche is in trouble.
Bro, he's in big trouble, man.
He's they're in a world of hurt.
Yeah,
they're in a world of hurt. I was thinking that yesterday after the game. I'm like, oh my god. I really hope that they don't fire him because it's very much. I think we mentioned this last week. This is very much an Eddie Howe situation with Bournemouth last year. Yeah, it's like a team that the manager did. Sean Dyche did so much. Wow, Sean Dyche did so much for the club and the team to get him up to the Prem, and they've been up for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, 6 maybe, I don't know. And now they're sucking, and it's like, you don't want to fire him because of all he's done, but then you got to put that aside and be like, we need results, or we're going to be joining the championship next year.
Yeah, they are not. Like, there's no scoring. There's no
zero scoring.
There's no spark. There's just I don't know what they're gonna do.
Eddie said, "Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's his fault. And you're right. They
No.
don't spend money either.
No, and I said that in the very opening. Like they don't do anything. They don't add anything. Like they're just Burnley. Like they finish mid-table to the bottom, towards the bottom. Like maybe. I don't know. Like they make you speechless.
And again, I think we said this last year too. Like Burnley's Burnley.
Yeah, like they
they'll
don't
perform really well, and they win like 1-0 or draw.
Yeah, like when's the last time you heard Burnley sign anybody?
Yeah.
Or the next big kid coming up at Burnley. Like they just don't have it. They just have guys. Like they just
What's up,
play.
Pete?
They're like a very high level Sunday team.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Like,
you know what I was thinking of? Maybe Burnley, they sack Sean after, around Christmas if they still haven't won. Do you think they call the one Steven Gerrard?
It's possible.
Do you think they give him a ring? Because he's doing pretty good things at Rangers. Granted, it's Rangers.
I think Eddie would be really upset. Hey, Rangers are still undefeated, even though
only team in Europe that's still undefeated.
They blew that 3-1 lead with like 5 minutes,
and they were up a man, right?
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but they are still the only undefeated team.
Eddie, no, do not get Steven Gerrard at Burnley. I don't even know if he would want to take over a Burnley side.
I wouldn't. I'd stay right at Rangers the way they're playing right now.
I agree. He's the hot manager right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna be if they keep this up. It's gonna be tough to keep him.
It doesn't hurt to make a call.
Oh yeah. I think he would laugh in Burnley's face though. At this point,
that would be tough.
Like what are you bringing me to? Look at that team. Like.
Yeah, with like no end in sight.
Yeah, like and even like some of their like little better like key piece players are gone. Like losing to Jeffy Hendricks, like guys like that hurts you. Like you didn't add anything, you didn't change anything. You're just boring ass Burnley.
Yeah, that would be brutal.
Yeah,
and I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans would be like, "No, why?"
No, that's probably See, he'll stay at the Rangers till Klopp decides to take on the Germany job after Lowe leaves, and then Gerrard will go to Liverpool.
Oh, I'm sure that
we're just.
That's exactly what Eddie said. I'm sure Gerrard's like waiting in the wings, like.
That's what Eddie just said. I was just saying the same thing, bro. Literally just saying the same thing. Klopp's gonna want to take that Germany job one day. I'm telling you. Lowe can't
it
be
makes
there much longer. Yeah.
Well, if Germany underperforms in this World Cup, yeah, he's done.
I hope not.
But yeah,
like my Germans.
Yeah. Speaking of that, as well today, we'll talk a little bit about we got a U.S. national team. We got a little friendly on Thursday.
Yeah,
against Wales, which is a nice little test for this new crop of young Americans.
Nice, we're allowed to play.
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty excited to see kind of what these young kids can do.
I was hoping
there's so much hype around them.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to have Sargent and we're not going to have Pulisic, but it's all right.
Which is a bummer not to see Pooley on the field against a pretty good Welsh side.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him get some time, but I guess at the same time, you know what you have with Pulisic. Maybe it's good that you can get a look at somebody else, see what they can come up with. So,
well, there was no way in hell that Lampard and Chelsea were going to release him to play.
No, he's okay
Especially
to be with
now.
the team. Yeah, he's okay to be with the team, but he's more there just in a leadership role in a locker room. But he's not playing. Like he's not going to suit up at all.
Which is crazy that he is one of the leaders and he's still so young.
Yeah, isn't it? Like, that's a good thing though. If he
It's
can
ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, John Brooks, I think, might be the only like senior guy
over
that was
30.
called up. Yeah,
Bro, I
which is
like
pretty
that
crazy.
team. Speaking of,
Me too.
I said it on the one group. I really like that team, and you know what? I'd love that team if it was coached by Jesse Marsh.
That would make again to the YouTube poll. Is there extreme high expectations in the U.S. men's national team? If Jesse Marsh was the coach, then I would say yes, 100%. Like,
dude, and even some guys said, yeah, and keep
so much pressure.
Keep Berhalter in like a role for like youth recruitment. I'm okay with that.
Sure, in a lower, lesser role.
Yeah. Be working on the finding, scouting, finding the young talent. He's good at that. I'll give him credit. He finds the talent. He just then doesn't seem to know how to put it all together when it's not he could do it as a club coach because it's different. It's different as a club coach. That's your team. That's your team. Like, you can recruit from within. There's a lot of things like when you have these guys from all over, like it takes a lot more to be able to put that together and build that chemistry quick. And I think Jesse would do a better job of that. I don't know. He has that better coaching of the actual players and getting the best out of everybody.
That's the dream, man. That is the dream. Yeah. Hopefully one day, but hopefully not, because if that's the case, then that means that we underperformed.
I know.
Or didn't even get into the 2022 World Cup.
I know. It's one of those like.
It's like we don't make it out of the group stage in the World Cup this upcoming World Cup, and then it's like, well, we're not getting any better under Berhalter, so maybe. But then Jesse, why would he leave? Because he's in line to get the Leipzig job once Nagelsmann goes to Bayern.
I just figure for Prem. I mean, for him, he's been in the American coaching pipeline for a long time, so I just figured at some point that's got to be the end game where you would think, he was there. He obviously left when he went to Red Bull. He kind of got away from Team USA. But I don't know, man. At some point, I just would hope that maybe he would have interest. And like you said, you just don't want it at the expense of the team, having it to be where Berhalter was that bad and we didn't qualify or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the dream for Jesse. To go back to what Lord Walker said about Pulisic, he's the most experienced. I guess I would say John Brooks is the more experienced player.
So
he's played in a World Cup already.
That's true.
And scored that big goal, if you remember that header back in 14.
Yeah.
Against who played Ghana?
I think it was Ghana. Was that the Ghana game?
Yeah. Because I remember the whole United States absolutely erupted when that header happened, because that was the game winner.
That's pretty weird, because I was just going to say my center back is from Ghana.
Nice Ghanaian.
And in high school, he played against Pulisic.
Nice.
Yeah, out in PA. So
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and I got a new striker. Shout out to the team, because I didn't give my team shout out yet. We won last week 3-1. We're sitting fifth in the table out of 10 teams in our division. We got 8 points through 5 games. I'll take it. And we play in the New Jersey Open Cup this Sunday. So we are playing a Super League team. We are basically, it's a qualifier to get in. So big expectations. We'll see what happens. That's tomorrow, 9:00. So
fantastic. Good luck.
Yeah, man. Off to a good start. I'm loving the squad. So shout out to all the boys, and let's get this dub tomorrow.
Shout out to the boys. Busting with the boys.
Shock the New Jersey Soccer Association.
Just living the dream.
Yeah, bro. I made buddies with the president of the league and all that because it's literally down the road from me in Hamilton. So I had to go down there to get some passes straightened out from my guys and had a nice little talk with them. They're good people. So it's a good thing they do, man. There's a lot of teams in Jersey that play. These Sunday leagues are pretty deep. So I'm learning a lot, and it's kind of cool starting off as a B team, and hopefully maybe we can move it up at some point.
Ascend through the ranks.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's
Sweet.
the plan. That's the plan.
And then also we had a little Champions League action this week too. We'll talk about some of the games that went down. Some good wins for the big squads. And
two of those big squads are playing each other today, my friend.
Yes, that will not ever have been missed. That we'll discuss. I thought about wearing my sweatshirt, but I have zero faith. Dortmund, Bayern, it's like Bayern,
you know what,
always comes out on top. Always.
I'm going to say it right now. Got a few bucks. You lost a few bucks. You want to make a few bucks back. This is the game. Dude, I'm telling you, it's early in the season. Bayern just had a big 6-2 Champions League game win. They have these weird little off games. Dortmund always plays their ass off in this game. Watch Dortmund take this dub today. Take first place in the table now. They'll hold it for about a week or two. Bayern will take it back. But it happens every year in the Bundesliga. It happens every year.
But I just know how this is going to go.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's probably, I don't even know what the line is, but you could probably get pretty decent money on Dortmund today. And I wouldn't go hard, but I might throw a few bucks because this is that typical Bayern. I don't want it to happen, but it happens. It happens. They had a letdown game the other day. I told them when that 2-1, it was a win, but it was a 2-1 win. And Eric had hit me up, and he had done this weird teaser where Bayern and Liverpool had to win by 2. And I told him, I was like, it's probably not the week, bro. And sure enough, it wasn't the week.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, don't lose your shirt. Don't lose your shirt. But if you got a few bucks to throw around,
a few shekels maybe on Dortmund.
Don't be afraid of Dortmund. And this is coming from a Bayern fan.
I don't know. I'm hammering the over, that's for sure. There's going to be some goals scored for damn sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that Bayern's just too tough. And Dortmund always turtle up against them for some reason. It's going to be like 4-1, and you know it.
They take a win at opportune times occasionally. They get their dubs. Like I said, it'll be at a time where it's like, all right, great, huge win early, and then it's not going to make a difference at the end of the year, I'm sure. I think if Bayern's got to worry about anybody right now, it should be Gladbach the way they're freaking playing, man.
Yeah,
they're not going anywhere. They're hanging in that. They're leading their group, and that's not an easy group. They just ran roughshod on Shakhtar. Yeah, they put 6-0 on Shakhtar.
It was like 2-0 within like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're not playing around, bro. They had that game against Madrid beat, bro, and they just fell apart at the end. Like they're playing good right now. They're playing good.
Yeah, Shakhtar laid down like freaking mats.
Yeah. That Real win just took everything they had. That was their points for this.
Spent the nut. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of knew that, though. That always seems to. Like, the teams that get those big upset wins in these group stages usually end up with, like, one win, a couple draws, maybe. They usually don't do much after that.
Yeah. I mean, again, we'll kind of dive into that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Walker, this is going to be a new rivalry between me and him. Bro, I don't even care if the English isn't his first language. He scored and played in a World Cup. He has the most experience. yes, maybe English isn't his first language, but the man has been there, done that.
Well, that's it. Are we debating
his English isn't that bad?
The actual experience or the leadership? That's maybe what he's debating with us. Maybe he's thinking more just the leadership role. It's more Pulisic is just suited for that.
Gonna
but
actual into the leadership.
You can't argue
Eventually,
the experience. You're right on the experience. I mean, the experience is the numbers, the caps with the U.S. team, the caps in big games with the U.S. team. That's experience. You're 100% right.
And I agree. But
Pulisic as far as leadership goes, he may not be. He might. Some of them guys are just like, I don't really give a shit about these young guys. I just want to play my game. Hopefully we win. Pulisic's going to come in and lead, I think.
He's paved the way for all these young kids, basically. A lot of these guys look up to him because he was the first one to do it.
Right, yeah. They're looking up to him. I
agree, but
maybe a defender or two's looking up to John Brooks, but they're probably not necessarily. He doesn't get that same star power.
No, I get it
too from the young players. I guess is.
If I'm one of those guys, and you're playing these European, not saying Wales is a powerhouse, but they have a good team.
Yeah,
it's what has some of these younger kids? They haven't gone through a World Cup or been there, done that. No, I just think the experience might trump Pulisic right now. And he's not a vocal guy, Pulisic, either, but maybe he leads by example. I don't know.
Yeah, Brooks is a guy that these younger guys should be able to lean on and just, have him kind of guide him through playing against world competition.
I would love to see it happen. Right now, I just don't see it.
Again, I love the team that they picked. I'm so pleasantly surprised, honestly.
Oh, now, yeah, of course. This is going to be the team of the future, we hope.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's one guy on there where I'd be like, yeah, I kind of wish he wasn't on there. A lot of the teams recently have had that. They've had one or two guys where I still couldn't quite get it. Your boy Will Trapp, or honestly, even Aaron Long. He's kind of there's better guys right now, and I hate to say it's just.
And it's tough because there's really no MLS guys because of COVID.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's just because of COVID, but you look at those rosters, who are you replacing and why?
Yeah.
Are you replacing Gio just because he's young and you think you'd rather play? But why do that? If he's one of your best players, play him. Get in the cap. Well, play a guy because he's a little younger, and this guy's obviously he's doing it on a very high stage. Gio's playing great ball at Dortmund.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's given these guys some experience when you have to go up, hopefully, into the World Cup and play some of these bigger countries.
Yeah, and you know what else? By bringing a lot of your European guys playing over in Europe, you know what else that brings you? They're playing more against guys that you're going to see on these national teams.
Right.
A lot of their competition in their leagues are the guys that are going to be on the national teams, not guys in the MLS.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe for some of the South American teams and stuff, you're getting the guys in the MLS. But you're not getting the best teams in Europe. That they're playing with them already over there. So
yeah, you're playing with these guys every day in and day out, every game.
Right. So you're automatically more suited to play on that level. It's just a natural thing. I don't know. I could debate that all the time. I never understood that. Those are your best guys. Why aren't you taking your best guys?
Right.
All the time.
I mean, it helps. COVID actually helps for one thing, and that was this call-up. For sure. with this roster. But and Lord Walker, I agree. Like Pulisic, and he's more relatable to pretty much all the American kids that are going to be watching and want to be like him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's not even a question. And they're doing great things. I'm excited, like, to see in due time, how Tyler Adams does and McKinney on the big stage.
Yeah, Serginho.
It's going to be fun. And hopefully,
he's been playing well. Did you see he got a little advice from Danny Alves the other day?
Really?
Yeah, Danny Alves still playing down at Sao Paulo.
Going back home.
He said he's a great player, and he's got a bright future. And he gives him one piece of advice: give the ball to Messi. That was
That'll
one.
work.
Yeah,
Just give it to the best player.
Yeah, great piece of advice from Danny Alves.
But
he was there. He was there. I mean, he played that role, and he said, he goes, I hate guys getting compared. Like, he was compared to Cafu when he came in, and like he said, I don't. He goes, comparison's stupid and all that. He goes, I'll just one thing, just get that man the ball. You'll be fine.
Again, he knows his shit. He was a hell of a player.
Especially coming up where Dest is playing, like, that's assist city. You send those crosses if you're coming from the left over to them, or if they do put them back on the right, you're coming up the side pushing them. That you'll get assists, you'll get noticed, and
it's good things.
Life
for him.
will be good. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Life will be
very good.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll get into all that again once we get rolling into this. Obviously, before we get into it, got to give a shout out to the sponsors.
Yes.
We'll switch it up. We'll go Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. We got 3 locations. You should know this by now. I shouldn't even need to put that up anymore because people should just have that in their brain.
Yeah, before we say it, before you read it, you should know.
Just spew it.
When you hear that name, where you can find them.
You know it. Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton, New Jersey. The beautiful Princeton, New Jersey.
Just make sure, set it up ahead of time because he can't be in all 3 places at once. He's good. He's not that good. So
he damn good. But again, there's no 3 Paul Vidals.
No, there is no 3. There's only 1. So,
check him out.
And you can do the telehealth too.
Online, specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
Yes, sir.
And our gutter guys.
It's still nice out this weekend.
Boys. Oh, it's
would have been a great weekend. I hope that you're watching this outside. You hear them working on your house right now. That means you listened, you did what you were supposed to do, and you gave them a call. And you're watching us. And you're gonna go out. And you're gonna have a nice rest of your day because everything's gonna be beautiful when they leave.
That when the sunshine is shining, people get very happy.
I honestly thought about doing this show from my deck today.
Me too, honestly. I really did. And then there's a lot of commotion of, everybody's cutting their goddamn grass now. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that's not happening.
It was like from the rooftop at the beach house.
Yeah. The wind gate.
Hey, bro, we do what we gotta do. Just like Auba will do what they gotta do.
Do a damn good job. But yes, they are the best. You give them a call, 856-879-5530. And also I wanted to give a shout out to Philly Drinkers, obviously.
Always.
Supplying our wonderful clothes and our swag for A2D. Fantastic shirt.
I think they're breaking the bank with those Philly shirts. Those
genius to jump on it.
Yeah. Genius
Everything
to jump
bad
on
happens.
It. Yeah, man. So
and I just got 2 shirts myself. They are great quality. They look amazing. You could wear it out. Tell your friends, be like, hey, this A2D, it's legit.
Yeah.
These boys are legit out here. And I believe 20% off if you put in A2D as the promo code.
I'm going to talk to him to see if maybe we can come up with an actual soccer kit. A2D / Kicking It Stateside soccer kit.
I'd be into that.
We'll have to have a little chat.
Business discussion.
I've been doing some thinking. I think that would be nice.
I've been thinking.
So, yes.
But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Alex and the guys at Philly Drinkers because they're the best.
Yeah,
and they supply everybody with swag, and there's some really good fall line stuff out for those chilly nights. It's coming.
Oh yeah,
and get a Kickin' Stateside shirt. They're out there.
Even down to your Tootsies, you can get some A2D socks.
Yeah, there's literally anything you think of.
Anything.
So pop on that A2D, 20% off. Type in that promo code. Thank you. We're here to teach people. We're here to teach the people.
You know, just preaching to the people. That's
we try. I know it's a lot to take in on most days because, again, like we said, there's just so much to talk about with all the leagues, and then you bring in Champions League play, and then it's like probably if you're not like up to date and following, or just not like an avid soccer fan, your head probably spins by the time the show's over.
Yes.
But we're trying to
simplify.
We're trying to keep it.
Like, honestly, I think the best thing we tell, like pick a team, any league. It doesn't matter if you don't want to. I mean, try to pick a Premier League team.
Well, that's the best part. Once you have a team, you start. That gives you an excuse to start watching, and then it gets more exciting because then you could relate to it more. And then you start finding out some of these good players on these teams, and you're like, oh, that guy's pretty good. And then eventually you see him in the World Cup. You're like, hey, I know that guy. Yeah. He was on said team that you just saw throughout the season. So it all comes full circle. You're like, whoa.
Maybe you'll join our fantasy league next year. Who didn't this year, you know? We had a bunch of guys that weren't necessarily huge soccer guys, but they were still interested because then it would help them learn a few players. Some guys have been a little active. Some guys have not been so active. If you guys are listening, you know, trying to make some moves. Soccer's a little different. There's certain guys you may not want to drop. Like, obviously, I did drop Van Dijk because it's just going to be that long. It's no point in holding on to him.
No choice. Yeah,
I am sitting first place in the table.
You are.
I will have to say some of it's a little luck from people not setting lineup. Some of it's because my team's just been on freaking fire.
I'll give you your props.
Thank you. I've been active on the waiver wire. That's part of the game, and
you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I'll be honest. I've gotten really lucky waiting on strikers and getting 3 guys that have just been scoring. Like between Ollie Watkins, Callum Wilson, and Che Adams, like. Ask for better late round picks to be getting you goals right now. So I've been very fortunate.
You got to do you, and sitting top table.
Aubameyang hasn't even performed yet, though.
Which is a scary thought. So we are at the 65th minute of the Palace Leeds game. Still 3-1 Palace. We need Leeds to get going.
Adam needs Leeds to get going.
Need them to get going. That VAR bullshit goal that got called back just, I think, sucked the air right out of Leeds, unfortunately. Eddie said that he hopes that our jerseys are black and green. I think we're going to keep that. That's kind of like the color that we sort of adopted from the start.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I guess.
Yeah, I want to know where he's watching from, too. It's 3 a.m. I do put this this on my one Arsenal fan group page, and I can say there's 80 to 100,000 people, and from everybody I've interacted with or talked to, it's a heavy dose of a lot of African, like Nigeria, Ghana, I'm sure kind of everywhere, but that seems to be the heavy group in there. So there's some good dudes, man. They messaged me. They're real interested in like what we're doing. One of them actually is trying to put together an Arsenal post-game show on YouTube and is trying to get me on for he wants me to do 5-10 minute rants.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Show. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, so it's been really cool, man. I just keep throwing it on there, and you saw the page boost pop up after that one post about Aguero.
Yeah.
It just seemed like that seemed to get out there, and so it's good. We're starting to, and I hope it brings attention to A2D too. It's trying to make everything just bring us more viewership and
gain some traction.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Look at us last week. I tell people, we might not have 1 million fans at this point yet, but we had a dude on last week from Ireland checking us out, hanging with us, talking. We have a few fans legit I know from South Africa. We have people over in France we had.
Yeah, Marseille guy.
Yeah, so it's just that's why we do this shit. It's such a global game, and just
that's the goal to get out there and hit that European circuit.
Yeah, man.
Say that us freaking wanks can actually talk some footy.
Maybe in the next few years I'll work on my play-by-play skills, and one day, little Arsenal play-by-play.
Ooh.
Honestly, I always said if I could get, even if it was championship, a consistent play-by-play from an American in England for a team, I feel like that would be a big win as far as a career goes.
True.
I'd be the play-by-play for a mid-table championship team all day, bro.
I mean, yeah, I would take that job. I mean, it is a lot better, and it just sounds cooler when Brits talk soccer.
Yeah.
When Taylor Twellman goes on the TV and I have to listen to MLS, I'm like, man, this would be really cool. John Champion, John Champion. He's very...
See, the thing is, that's why I would rather do play-by-play instead of color.
Yeah.
I think the American doing the play-by-play would be dope with a British color guy. That'd be a good flow. The American usually seems to be the color guy. Yeah, and it's Twillman whining his little whatever. Do you even had to mention his name today? Today was going.
I'm sorry. I mean, just watching the Union game last week, his banter with John Champion, it's talking about him going to hang out with his mom. I'm like, nobody cares. Talk about the goddamn game.
That one time I came at his neck was pinned on our page for the longest time. Yeah. Every time I'd open it, I would see me. Oh man. I hate him.
I know. And I'm going to have to listen to him tomorrow again because...
Yes.
Again, we'll talk about this later, but...
We have the time.
Our Philadelphia... collective son...
Yeah. You guys, I'm in the
South
corner giving you a thumbs up. That's all.
South Jersey, PA people, our beloved Philly Union has a chance to get their first silverware tomorrow. Of course, in true Philly fashion, wait until the last day to get hopefully a trophy. They couldn't do it last week
against a struggling team that they should have definitely beat. I mean, Columbus. You say Columbus is good, but they were not playing well, and Philly should have. That's a game Philly should have just handled.
Absolutely. But again, Andre Blake, you saw how that impact of him gone is going to be tough.
That's going to be a major problem.
And that worries me tomorrow as well. Even though we haven't lost at home, knock on wood, 8-0 at home. And we haven't lost to New England at all this whole season. And that would be just great. To stick it to that fuck Bruce Arena, that we clinch it in front of his stupid face tomorrow. And he cries all the way back to Foxborough.
I'm going to be so upset if you don't. Like, I really am. I'm wishing you guys the best. I really, really, really.
Dude, the champagne's on ice, man. The champagne's on ice.
I just, you guys deserve it. It's been quite the build. It's been quite the adventure. You guys finally got your first playoff win last year.
It's a slow build, man.
Yeah.
We qualified for CONCACAF Champions League.
Yes, I saw that. That's another
big notch in the belt.
So to be able to get this trophy would be huge. Again, it's big for the city. We keep saying, best team
in Philly right now by far.
Best franchise, best organization, best team.
If you could tell me what organization you had faith in, I'd probably say the Union at first, and then maybe the Flyers. But the Union's probably I trust this front office and coach.
Yeah, maybe the Sixers.
Other ones, not so much. That's true.
Maybe this lady, but you don't know. You don't know yet. We'll see. But definitely Union is definitely number one, without a doubt, at this point in the city.
Yeah, it's exciting, but
they need to be recognized. So.
Yeah, I mean, that'll probably be towards the end, but that'll be fun.
Let's see how the continued return to seeding goes. And I know Tom mentioned he'd be down, so maybe playoff game could be in the future. Little visit with the squad. Maybe we could get we might be able to get some of the whole HUD squad. Anybody that would want to come out for a playoff game, as long as we could. I don't know. Again, we don't know what the capacity is going to be, and then what we would be able to get out of that capacity as far as tickets go. But we could definitely look into it. Try and do something.
I would love to do that. I would have loved to do that this season if COVID didn't come and fuck everything up. But
the other day I got on my Facebook memories was that playoff game. That was like a week ago.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It was sad. It made me sad. That was a fun day.
That was good.
I went home a little upset, but it was a fun day.
You went home wet, cold, and upset.
But it's better than going home punched in the face, which probably would have happened if the Union didn't come back. So
that's true. Probably from me just like getting my anger out.
Yeah.
Take it out on somebody wearing red.
Probably from the 9,000 people that were sitting around us that all stared at me when I stood up when they scored that first goal, and the stadium was silent except for the supporter group on the complete other side and me on the other, alone on an entire side of a stadium. So,
yeah, good times there.
Oh yeah, that was great for you.
But yeah, we'll some of the games that we didn't really talk about last week before we hopped off. Obviously, Chelsea got a 3-0 win. Pretty solid win over, again, struggling Burnley. The big dogs look like they're starting to play. Timo looks like he's the real deal.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. He's bringing it week after week now. Ziyech obviously gets his goal, and crazy enough, how many is that now for Zuma this year? That's got to be at least 3.
I know. I talk shit on the guy week in and week out, but
well, again, he's not the greatest, but he was getting overly exposed, I think, with Christensen. I think now having a little bit more support with Chilwell and Silva, even though he's not Silva he once was, is still way better than what he had prior to that. And that's only going to just help him, I think sometimes I think he looked bad trying to help other people. It wasn't always him.
I mean, the confidence looks like it's brewing throughout the team. It seems like it's kind of contagious. So, again, getting all these guys to gel together in a short amount of time was going to be the challenge. And I think again, they're playing a Sheffield team today that, they should put the screws to.
Yeah. But based off of so far what's happening this year, it is not good.
So we'll see about that. Again, it's exciting. If you're a Chelsea fan, it's exciting to see these guys that they paid so much money for produce.
Yeah, they're doing it in going back.
And I know the other game last Saturday, I know Lord Walker, Diogo Jota, the savior, the chosen savior of Liverpool, hits the game winner.
Dude, he's single-handedly taking this job from Firmino, man. It's
Which
making,
sucks because I love how I love Bobby Blue Eyes.
I know you do, but it's got to be making it harder and harder on Klopp to put him back in and remove Jota from this lineup right now. I mean, the guy just like he gets one called back and then 2 minutes later just goes down and scores again, and then he gets the hat trick. Like he's on fire.
Like
he's
a revelation.
Absolute, yeah.
Like to bring this guy in, it was kind of like, all right, he'd be a good depth player. What role is he going to fit into this Liverpool team? And then, the injuries happened. Now that he gets his chance, and he is taking that chance. And like you said, like he's probably going to steal that job away from Firmino. Yeah,
dude. I mean, Champions League hat trick this past week against Atalanta, and he's just firing on all cylinders. He just brings another dimension to that team. Like they're very dangerous. If you have to deal with Jota, Sane, and Salah, Mane. I said Sane. I'm thinking of Sane for later today.
True.
Yeah. The Sadio Mane always turns into Sane for some reason in my head.
You're already thinking about Bayern.
Already thinking ahead about Bayern. 12:30 today.
ESPN Plus. Hammer the over.
Hammer the over. Don't be afraid of Dortmund. That's all we're gonna say. But yeah,
I mean, Lord Walker coming in. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are trying. I mean, again,
I'm not
had a fantastic run of form here recently, but I mean, Bobby, you can't. Can you really take him out?
Right. I think that's what he's saying there. He's not like saying anything to us. Is out of form on an internal car in Liverpool. Yes, that's it.
I agree.
I'm just saying he's doing such a good job. He's making it harder to not put him in the lineup.
Right.
But
yeah.
I mean, that's
not directed at us because we're not saying that he should be replaced. But
right, it's just that's
a good thing to have. Exactly.
Because now when one of your two wingers needs to get a little break, you also have that option there too with Jota. Jota can play all three of those top spots.
Exactly.
So it's just a nice thing to have. You gotta be. I think it's kind of he's doing what I probably envisioned, kind of from Shaqiri. I know Shaqiri when he first got there, he was coming in that super sub role and scoring but I think Jota's already superseded anything Shaqiri ended up doing for Liverpool. To be honest,
I think they made the move for a future, replacement once Bobby Blue Eyes maybe moves on next season. Possibly,
yeah, but,
they could have Jota there, ready to step in. But it seems like Jota's already, he's skipped 3 of those steps and is inching closer to that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want that as a player. You want him to be coming to you with your club as a coach and being like, yeah, I should be starting. I'm doing everything, You want a guy like that, but he probably is also humble enough to know his role and, accept that he may be coming off the bench at times and
Yeah.
just doing everything he can to help the team. And so
I think
far,
it'd be a disservice, I think, to do that to Bobby.
oh yeah, you can't just replace him like that, But like I said, you just got to be super thrilled with what this kid is bringing you right now.
Yeah.
You want the best out of every transfer, and right now they have definitely gotten the best out of this deal.
Again, so far so good. I'm not going to write him off as like the golden child, but it seems like every time he's in, he scores.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's moving his way up the ranks as definitely.
Which again, I mean, I will die on the Bobby Blue Eyes hill.
And
no matter what.
I mean, this was stuff he was doing with Wolves.
Right. Yeah.
Well. Wolves were as good as they were, not just because of Raul Jimenez, but because of Diogo Jota as well. We used to talk about him. I feel like week after week his name would come up in conversation. So he's just now it's even on a bigger stage. And
we were wondering why Wolves even wanted to depart with Jota, because he was so integral in that team. But I guess they had faith in, your Potences and,
Well, now it's worked out for them now.
Pedro Neto's fantastic too, so I guess that works out for both teams.
It's taken a few weeks for it to kind of kick in for the Wolves, but they're rolling right along now, and everything seems to have worked. They found some solid replacement for him, and they've definitely added some help now for Darty on the defensive side as far as that loss goes, and they're just
Nelson Semedo seems to be a nice. They're
just playing better ball again, so that's good to see for them.
But I mean, last Sunday we had a 7-goal thriller. We had Southampton beating Villa 4-3.
Yeah, how about that one?
Jesus. Like Villa, I don't want to get worried about them or put like the done chain on them, because that would be, overreaction, like 50 of the season. But I mean,
all I could say for Villa is good.
They got worked by Southampton.
Well, it's good that they accumulated as many points as they did early in the year, because they're going to need them, I think, late in the year, because they're just all of a sudden kind of lost a little bit of form. I don't think they're going to drop that heavy, but we've been talking about it. Every point's valuable, and they're just, again, I don't want to talk too much because we'll get there, but that's my last opponent. That's my last opponent here before we go on international break. So that's a big one today. So I don't want to say anything bad, but they have not been, obviously. It was going to be hard to keep up what they were doing early in the year. And I think everybody knew that. It was still nice to see. They still do have a game in hand. But, yes, I think it's just more of an attest, too, to how well Southampton is playing. Like, Southampton's no joke right now.
Yeah, I mean, early Villa wasn't conceding goals and scoring a lot, but now they're conceding a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Like, we thought they maybe, they brought in Matty Cash. He looked like he was going to be, a nice addition to that back line with Mings. But
Emiliano looks human.
Right. He's not like Superman like he was for Arsenal.
Again, it was a nice run, and he's still I think he's a good goalie, but he just had. Sometimes guys just have a hot run, and they were able to cash in on it, I think. I mean, the guy was with Arsenal for 12 years and got loaned out for 11. That was his first year where he was even in a backup role, and he did phenomenal, pushed into the action he was pushed in. And they did a really smart move by, picking up a few bucks and letting him go to a team. And he's been good. He was great for Villa so far this year, but he's still not. I mean, don't expect it every week. You can't hang your hat that he's just going to give you a clean sheet every week and you're going to win 1-0.
No, yeah. Again, I'm not going to overreact, but they do have a big game. Again, we'll get into that in a little bit. Danny Ings, tough injury for the guy.
Yeah, but Chase stepped up so far.
I mean, they need somebody because, like I mentioned earlier in the show, Danny was their savior last year. Like, he was the reason that they stayed up. He was the only one that was putting in goals. And, Ward-Prowse, 2 free kick goals that were absolute beauties.
Yeah.
Last week. He's playing well.
Good old JWP.
Stewie scored yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, Stewie was the other one to score. Okay, yeah.
And I love this Kyle Walker-Peters signing from Spurs.
Yes, and
he's really impressed me.
Bednaric's long-lost nephew.
Don't say that.
Get all the Eagle fans.
Will be like, really? Maybe grandpa, yeah, not the one that tried to lure high school women. What else? Last Sunday, Newcastle beat Everton. Now that we have Everton's trending this way.
Yeah, they are.
Again,
they are.
Denny Green, we are who they thought they were.
I guess so, right?
And the shiny new toy that is James, he's kind of looked. He looked a little lost.
Yeah, he's been hurt. He's been hurt. He's been playing hurt. He's on my fantasy bench. He's on my bench
because he's the maestro.
He is.
He's going to make him tick. And, if Calvert-Lewin's not putting the ball in the net, is that going to be one of those, Danny Ings situations where if he doesn't score, they're not going to win?
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, he got one in that game, but one's not going to be enough. Like, you got to find ways to score like they were doing early in the year, and they haven't been. So, and
you can't lose to Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those Newcastles do. It was about every 4.
Yeah, it seems like it. They actually show up.
But like, it's crazy because you look and they're not in a bad spot. You think they're maybe not as I guess it's just they don't seem as good as they could be. There's still some pieces definitely, but like, I don't know. Almiron's been playing really well. They've gotten a ton out of Callum Wilson already.
Yep.
Hendricks has been pretty well for them. Fraser still. Jury's out on him a little bit. He's done better than he was doing at Bournemouth last year.
He's done enough.
But they still have trouble defensively, definitely.
Yeah.
So they're going to win their share. They're not going to go anywhere, but they're not going to positively or negatively, they're not going to go anywhere probably.
No. And again, it's one of those where it's like, yeah, they're kind of due. Everton, they were coming in losing 2 in a row. They're like, or no, that was their 2nd in a row. Today was their 3rd loss.
Today was 3, yeah.
But yeah, it's
hard to keep track when those games in the same
I know.
Yeah.
Constant.
That already happened, yeah.
Constantly, but yeah, I mean, like you said, Newcastle's going to stay up. They're going to do enough. They're going to grab points they're going to grab a win every 4 or 5. And at this point, that's good enough.
Soon and get some money. He's been playing well all of a sudden. He's found his way in the Premier League.
He finds his way on the floor every second.
Oh yeah, he's a diver.
Just throwing himself down.
He's a diver, but he's good. He's been playing good. He plays hard. He was the best guy. He's been the best man on the pitch a couple of the games I've watched. So.
What else?
I can tell you what else.
Your game.
Arsenal won at Old Trafford for the first time in 14 years.
That old game.
That old 1-0
snoozer.
Snoozer. I didn't actually. This was one that I did not watch live because I was watching my daughter play, and I went back and watched the recording. But I mean. Under the circumstances, I will
didn't miss
absolutely
too much.
Take it. It's the first time they've beat a top 6 team on the road in forever. So it's the first time they've won at Old Trafford in 14 years. Like, say what you want again from anybody about Mikel Arteta. But right now, he's done things that no other Arsenal coach has been doing in a long, long time. He's getting big quality wins. We are the best defensive team in the Premier League right now. And that's without a few pieces and with just some new additions. And that's including games on the road to the Etihad and the Anfield. And we still have the best goal differential in the league. So there's so much positive right now that if they can just find a way to like put it all together, this team should become dangerous. Like I'm just praying. Like it has all the makings. It's just like there's like one thing still missing, and I can't figure out yet what it is.
I mean, he's been fantastic, I think. If you're an Arsenal fan, you got to be pretty excited for the future.
Yeah, but there's like it kills me. There's so many on these groups that aren't. Like I don't get it. Like the numbers don't lie. The eye doesn't lie. Like
I mean, they're talking about, Thomas Partey being the next Patrick Vieira, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take. I love that guy. I love his game. I'm so happy with the addition of this guy. He is a true number 6. Like he's a real number 6. I can't tell you the last like good. Yeah, I mean, it's just been forever. It really has been forever. And if they can just get a formation correct, and really figure out where these guys are gonna play their best, because I feel like Aubameyang is just completely like he's out of sorts right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lacazette's really. I love him. I love everything he's done for the club, but I don't know if he's the guy.
He'll go back to France next year.
Pepe needs to score in games that aren't against,
lower sides.
Yeah, mold.
Hey, come on.
Games against mold. The Norwegian side.
Oh God.
They had 2 own goals. I mean, what can I even say? Like,
I have hello, Chrome. Sorry.
What up, Chrome?
From Orlando. Nice, bro. It's probably beautiful down there. Lucky duck.
Yes. Although it's pretty nice at home today.
It is. But I'd rather be in Disney myself.
True.
What was I going to say? Oh, the guy that scored for Molde. He's not even a full-time soccer player.
He's just.
Did you see that?
Guy. No, I didn't even see that.
His first job is like an electrician. I saw something on Twitter, one of those like banter like Twitter pages, and it was like the guy that scored against Arsenal from Molde, and it showed like his Wikipedia, and it was like electrician and also plays for Molde. You got scored on by an electrician? Come on. Not that there's anything wrong with electrician.
If I was him, I would put it in my advertising. I'm so good, I scored on Arsenal. Like he should be the number 1 electrician in Norway going forward if he's not already.
He is electric.
he's an electric player. Give him your money. Give him your money, Norwegians. Give him your money.
Greetings. Beautiful, gorgeous. Damn it. I'm jealous, Chrome. Lord Walker again. Defensive scheme.
Against inferior talent? Yes, we've talked about this.
Teams.
Yes. Yeah, he's playing too much still. Yes, I don't like it. It does concern me. But I think it's more just concerning, I guess, at this point of that's what we got to work with still. But I mean, he's still getting the best out of most of them. I'm so done on Mustafi. I'm really done on Luiz, which we will be after this year. We just got to eat up this year and deal with it. It was a bad decision from the jump. It happened. It's over almost. Live with it. Mustafi's contract is pretty much over. We're almost there. Pablo Mari still, we're waiting on him. He's been hurt. I think he's a good player. I think he can offer the team something. They seem to be a little out of favor with Saliba right now. I don't understand what's going on there, but he's still young. I think he's only 20 still, maybe 21. So he may still need some more time, another loan. But yeah, I mean, it is frustrating. But right now, he's still doing wonders with what he's had to come in and work with financially, physically. I mean, that defense has been horrible over the last couple of years. So to be in the position we're at right now and being the lowest goal differential in the Premier League, like I said, with those 2 games on the road and a game against Leicester that they lost, luckily only 1-0, I think they're in a good spot right now. And I'm going to have to go move because I am running out of juice. Because, like I've informed Adam, unfortunately, the little home studio is not ready by today. So this was the last episode on the phone until the old iMac is up and running.
Last phone episode. How that's such a bummer.
I got the iMac. I got a really nice chair. I just don't have a table to put it on that will allow me to do this. So
that's all right. Talking. I'm gonna have to run and get my laptop charger at some point. Adjusting. First time going for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Shit just is
make adjustments.
Making adjustments. But Jeff just said that we're final with the Palace Leeds game. 4-1 to Palace was the final. So good win for Palace. And now you're kind of seeing Leeds bringing themselves kind of down to normalcy and what we kind of thought. And again, you cannot concede 4 goals in this league and win. Just not going to happen.
Unfortunately. This is something you cannot do. You cannot do that and again, get away with a victory most of the time.
And the VAR goal that was disallowed by Bamford early in the game just kind of took the wind out of the Leeds sail. So that kind of sucks, but
yeah,
got to give credit to Palace.
It changes everything.
They were the better side, so good win for them.
It really does change everything. Yeah, big win for Palace, and I'm sure our Palace DC fans are super pumped up right now for that dub.
And then I'm sure they're just going to go into next week, or not, well, 2 weeks from now, and probably lay a dud against whoever they play, because that's just how Palace operates. You think they're going to be good. You think they're going to be really good.
Yeah,
they have great results, and then they just shit the bed.
You definitely don't want to ride them in a bet next week, probably.
It's not the time.
No.
Don't let them fool you this soon here.
No, it is a dangerous thing to.
That's a slippery slope to go down.
Yeah, because
riding Palace.
They will. And yeah, them, Newcastle, they're all those teams that you're just. It's tough if you do that. You're gonna fall into bad times.
Lord Walker said, Skirtle. Martin Skirtle is on freaking Istanbul Bekshir, which I thought that was funny as well, that he's still out there playing.
Yeah, really.
And we did touch on a little bit in the beginning, Lord Walker, of the United inconsistency, I guess you could say, how they go and lose to obviously a lower inferior team. And you know who else is on? Demba Ba. Didn't know he was still out there playing.
Really?
But yeah, he scored one of the goals.
Awesome.
But yeah, the inconsistency, and you knew today that backs against the wall, and they always pulled out. When United needs a win and save possibly Ole's job, They always come through.
Yeah, over and over again. So
it seems like they play better with their backs against the wall.
Yeah, they really do.
And I don't understand.
You can't keep playing that way.
That's very slippery slope to go down.
Yeah, it only lasts so long, bro. And then it's just gonna, especially again, what we were saying, a club like United, there's so much expectations, and they're they're gonna spend the money. They have the name, they have everything going for them. They want to win, and they're not gonna kind of stand for anything less.
This is what happens. I mean, the consistency. And again, I said sitting Pogba down today might have been their saving grace. I don't know. And is there like a riff between Pogba and Ole?
But then why did they extend them for 2 more years?
Interesting.
Oh, really? So maybe they were like, let's give him a win on his way out the door.
Maybe. I would say if they would have lost that game, yeah. They would have probably won it. And again, I would love to see what Man United fans think about him.
Yeah.
Part of the poll question. It'd be interesting to see, again, from a Red fan themselves, Red Devil fan.
Yeah, I got a couple on my team, so they were waiting for that text after Arsenal got that dub last week.
Hold that L.
All right,
I gotta go get my laptop charger. Be back in a sec.
All right, you do that. So we're just this is what we do, guys. We're just trying to keep this thing going. I had to move upstairs to get back on a charger because I won't have the home studio set up till next week. Took a little hiccup in there. So, but we are rolling. Again, anything you guys want to talk about, just let us know. I'm still super thrilled, like I said, about what's going on with my team. I'm pumped up today for the Bayern game, and obviously the Prem games this weekend too. Playing Villa, we're going into the international break. Team USA's the team is unreal. As far as expectations, I don't know. I think we really gotta compete against Wales, and I would love a win, a draw, some kind of result in a game against a team like that, especially if they are bringing some of the legit players from the Welsh side. And then they're going to need a win in their next contest too. So, hey, back.
I have returned.
I was just ranting and recapping, just talking about, how desperately it would be nice for the U.S. They got to get a result in this Welsh game, I think. The more I keep thinking about it, like a draw. I mean, I don't know. Depending on which Welsh side actually it gets brought for this game, I don't know if a win's even reasonable. I mean, you would hope so at this point still. I don't think they're that much better if we have our full squad there.
I mean,
are they? Like, shouldn't we be at this point, like, if we have our full team, shouldn't we be in the conversation with a team like Wales on the world stage at this point? Is that unreasonable? I don't think that's unreasonable.
No, we should beat them.
Right? Like, we should look at a game like Wales, and with the talent that we believe we have and where it's dispersed all over Europe and coming together to make this team, we should beat Wales.
We should. Absolutely. If that's where we want to be.
So anything less than a draw, we should be upset about.
Yeah. Because Wales, they're a good team. They're not a great team.
Right. Like
They
you got
don't
a few.
score a lot of goals. They score like 1 goal a game. They have Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
They have Ben Davies.
Daniel James.
Danny James will probably be there.
Who Harry Wilson?
Harry Wilson will be there.
Harry Wilson. I mean, but
again, like we should get a result.
Yeah. Are those
you
name all those names and our guys in Europe are doing on any of those guys.
Yeah.
Including Gareth Bale right now. I mean, I know he finally scored for Spurs and all that, but like Pulisic right now over the last 2 years has been playing on a higher level than Gareth Bale. Probably because Gareth Bale hasn't been playing, but still, like, you know what? But like,
yeah,
that legit talk. Like, it is what it is. Pulisic he's been a better player than the last couple of years. So I mean,
no question.
Not that he's playing in this game, but like just in general, like all these guys, I feel like we're deserving of a win against a team like Wales. We should be able to come out of that like head super high. Like we just beat a big European club.
That would get people very excited.
It should. If it doesn't, then I guess we're just
extremely excited.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, this is the team that we're probably going to see moving forward. You know, Anthony Robinson, you know, from Fulham, he gets a call up, which is great. I think they got Matt Miazga with Brooks probably going to start at center back.
Ulysses Kid they brought.
Uli Linez is in.
Yeah.
McKinney, Adams. Obviously, Josh Sargent. Bremen's not letting him travel because Germany's pretty close to a lockdown.
Yeah.
Again, because England, I believe, just went back into it. The Dest get called in.
Dest, oh yeah. Yeah,
he's
on the team. Yeah.
I think Timmy Weah as well.
I think he might have actually got the call.
He plays for Lille.
Yeah.
And again, another kid that's been just injury bug.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't stay on the field. Great player. Great potential.
Yeah, I would pray if he could stay healthy to be our striker. Like, I think he's probably our most talented if he's healthy and able to play.
I like him because he's very direct. He just runs at you nonstop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll make runs and he'll shoot the ball like he is a true striker.
And he can play on the wing too, which is nice.
Yes, he can. I actually every Madden career team I end up getting him as a second, third string, really third string, depending on.
He had all the potential in the world.
Yeah.
He's there, but we need him to stay healthy. That's funny. Yeah. That's really actually swept under the rug. Giggsy with a little scuffle. Was it scuffle with the old lady at his house or something like that?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Was that the story?
I wasn't gonna get there yet, but we could go there. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I know he's not coaching these friendlies coming up. I'd be surprised if he. I would say he's probably gonna get sacked.
I mean, it sounds bad enough that if they actually arrested, and like. I don't know.
That's a tough position. The Welsh FA is probably like, you can't coach anymore. We can't have a woman beater on as our coach.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. This is all alleged.
Yeah, I mean, it's still technically, there's still things, but I'm sure there's more to the story to come, and I'm sure we'll find out.
No, there always is.
Coming up here, what's going to happen, but yeah, he will not be, I guess, available here. And while we're talking about that, little crybaby, the guy that you love to hate, if he ever coached your team, you absolutely adored him. If he never coached your team, he probably disgusts you, Mr. Jose Mourinho is in the news crying that one of Wales' assistants is also an Arsenal assistant, and that he's afraid that they're going to intentionally mishandle Gareth Bale to hurt Tottenham's chances. Did you not know, Mourinho, when you brought Gareth Bale there, that he has a priority?
That's almost a hilarious
it goes
thing.
Wales, golf, and then you are number 3 still. Whether it was Madrid or Tottenham, Tottenham does not automatically become number 1 for Gareth Bale. Wales is still number 1. He's got to get his golf in there. And then
he'll be getting his golf during the international break.
So if you're that concerned, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But you tell him that he can't go play for Wales during international break, and see how well that works out for you with Tottenham.
I almost hope that the Arsenal coach plays him out of spite, just runs him out there 90 minutes for both friendlies.
Oh, he's playing at least one. He wants to play. He's going to want to play. You're not going to tell him he doesn't want to. He wants to go play those games.
He's still no matter what, he will always be the poster child for Wales.
Yeah, man, he is a countryman through and through. You got to love that guy.
Which is great. Yeah, I mean,
he's like Pogba's the same way.
They want to play for their country.
Yeah, Pogba will give you everything in a game for France.
Lay it on the line.
And he'll give you about 5 hard minutes for United. So
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, hey, I mean,
but you got to love those guys. They sell out for their country, but it's like, club's club, right?
Yeah, club's a paycheck. Not that the country's not a paycheck either. They get some money there.
Don't say that to the supporters, though.
Yeah, but I dude, I hate.
Come on, you're playing for the crest.
Yeah, hey, and there are guys that do. And you know who those guys are mostly? Guys that aren't quite good enough to play for their country. So they have one team to play for. Of course, then that's who you play for. But there are guys, there are guys that are extremely stretched.
There's dudes like David Silva that just are warriors on the field, no matter country or club.
Yeah.
The Iniestas of the world that always Javi, a lot of Spanish players you see.
Yeah. Speaking of, you want to talk about, do we need to bring up NYCFC, CFC, YFC? And
I was going to save that for my red card.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then all right.
We'll save that for the end.
Yeah, well, you were starting to mention some names, and it kind of just made me think of them. And yeah,
I know the Giggs thing would have been probably towards that, but since Lord Walker brought it up, I thought might as well bring it up.
That was kind of mine, so it's all right. We can pull them early. Like I said, it's our first 2 hour, John. So we gotta.
Yeah, we got to hit these Champions League games a little bit here before we get into this weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday again. Champions League action. We are on match day number 3. We saw Locomotive tie Atletico somehow.
Yeah, I'm still a little verdict's still out on Atletico a little bit. They're very inconsistent of recent.
It was an interesting lineup as well that Simeone put out.
Yeah, he's weird.
He had Koke on the bench, and does he even play Thomas Lemar at all?
I no, but I'm not gonna lie. When I did my Atletico in FIFA, like I couldn't find a spot for Thomas Lemar. It's tough to find a spot for Thomas Lemar sometimes, but I figure, like, if Koke's out, there is a spot there, so I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what he does. I'm telling you, I don't know what he does. Like dude,
club legend.
Dude, you sound like he just doesn't how does João Felix just not consistently in the lineup? He should be it. Like, he's so good. He's
so in his own up his own ass.
He is.
João Felix. Cocky young cat. It's like, bro, prove yourself first. God damn.
I do like Torreira's been getting a lot of time there, though, and he's been playing very well. So that's a nice little loan.
Hey, maybe that's an El Neni situation. You just need a little change of scenery. Play, actually.
Yeah. I don't even get me so I could praise El Neni for the last 20 minutes of this show.
Been fantastic.
Yeah, yes. I love the guy.
Obviously, we did mention Gladbach thrashing the Shakhtar, which I was like, Shakhtar beat Madrid. I'm like, yo, I'm throwing some money on Shakhtar. The odds are decent. No. It was like 3-0 within the first 20 minutes. And I think it was 4-0 at halftime. It was bad.
Yeah,
Gladbach's looking good. Alisson Playa, he's been talked about the past couple of years as being like a really good player. And this Marcus Thurman, right?
Yeah, Thurman and Playa are like the two guys.
If they can get those Frenchmen to start scoring like that.
Yeah.
Christoph Kramer made an appearance on the score sheet. I've forgotten about German. Holy shit.
Over the last 2 years, they've definitely been one of the better teams in Germany, without a doubt.
They've been consistent.
Yeah.
What else did we have? Obviously, Liverpool, 5-0, which was a little shocking. Atalanta usually is the one that's putting up 5 goals a game.
Yeah. You figured that would have been more the scoreline from their last game. Mm-hmm. And it was not the case, but then this game they come right back against a team in Atalanta that generally does score. I believe Atalanta was home too, right? I believe Liverpool was on the road for that one, and just no problems. Right? Like we with the aforementioned Diogo Jota, just
taking care of biz, man.
Hattie, man, just doing his thing. So that was a big win for Liverpool.
What else? Ajax with a win over Mechesland. Kind of expected that.
Yeah, but they played Ajax good now, and they've played Liverpool good. Like, they've played those games tight. They just can't get anything out of it. They actually have not played horrible. I give them a little credit. When that bracket for that group first came out, I just laughed. But they've hung in games, man. They've definitely hung in games. So give them
shown some sort of quality.
Yeah.
Porto beat Marseille 3-0.
Marseille's in big trouble. They're struggling.
Yeah,
bad.
Well, I kind of assumed that would happen.
Yeah.
Bayern put up a 6 spot on Salzburg and Jesse Marsch 6-2. Saw that coming.
Yeah.
Lewandowski's a fucking beast.
Lev, Sané. They're talking about Boateng's time coming to an end. He scores.
Nothing could go wrong on the night.
No.
Man City beat Olympiacos 3-0. Again, not surprising. I think the game of the day was Madrid and Inter. It was kind of like a back and forth.
Come here, bub. All right. My son was in the doorway.
He's like, hey, hey.
The Madrid and Inter game. Again, you still got to be a little worried if you're Madrid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a young team, but then they have their old pesky vets. Like Sergio Ramos. Like, you might hate the guy, but you got to have some respect for that guy.
Oh, if you don't respect Sergio Ramos, you're not a real soccer fan. I'm sorry. Like,
he is such an asshole, but he gives it his all every game. Club and country. Speaking of a good Spanish kid that just consistently will throw his heart.
And he's adapted and changed his game as he's aged and gotten better at certain things as other things have fallen off. But he's
scoring at will at.
Yeah,
is he 34 now?
Yeah,
he's getting up there.
He just does, he does his thing. So yeah, that's a guy. No matter what, you always just have to give respect and credit to, because he's always going to give you his A game. He may give you a red card, but he's going to give you everything else.
He's good for a red card every 10 games, but
yeah. Maybe that's why he's been so good. He gets that little extra break every 10 or so games.
Yeah. Maybe he does it on purpose. He needs a rep. So he's like, I'm going to break this guy's ankle quick.
Yeah, but it took an 80th minute goal by Rodrigo for them to get this win. I mean, they're not beating teams. They're not going out and doing what you expect out of a typical Madrid team. And I know Inter's a pretty good squad, but you figure
should win that.
There's a game. There's got to be a game coming from Madrid that they legitimately just win it. Like hasn't been there.
Put their mark on the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was the last time that they just played Barca, but I mean, it's like you need to see it in Champions League, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Wednesday, we talked about the United losing to Istanbul Başakşehir 2-1. Of course, we already kind of glanced at that. Zenit tied Lazio. Lazio has like 100 players on COVID list, so they're placing. They're
come put your head in. If you're gonna put your hand in, put your head in and say hi to Adam. Just because now you have to say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody watching. Come on, don't be shy. It's okay.
You're gonna be famous.
Yeah. We only got 15 minutes left of the show. You came up. Come say hi. It's all right. You can come say hi. Hey, everybody say hi, Chase.
What's up, Chase?
Yeah, I know all you Philly guys that give me hate. I have a son named Chase. So just remember
that. Just remember that.
Yeah, just remember that. I named him after Utley. His mother will disagree. She's a Mets fan. She's a Mets fan, and we're divorced. So what does that tell you? She's a good woman. She's a good mom.
Telling signs.
This is my Bubba, and he made me. He's an awesome artist.
Dope. That's better than I would do.
Oh yeah, he crushes me already. So I'm actually gonna get some of his work tattooed on me.
Sweet.
Yeah. So all right, bum. Well, let me keep that here and let me finish up. We got like 15 minutes left. All right. Thanks for stopping by. You take it with you. Love you. There we are. We are the real. We are the real. There's the A2D, bro. I told you.
There was the appearance.
Yeah, there was the way appearance. Later. I said an hour in. We're an hour 45 in, and he made his appearance, and I'm happy about it. It's my guy.
Hell's yeah.
So sorry. Let's get back to let's get back to business.
No, just before that, Lord Walker said, "Fuck Sergio Ramos."
Even dirtier. Hey, Diego Costa is another one though. If he is your guy,
you hate him when he's not on your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's on your team, you love the two of them.
Yeah, Luis Suarez. I want to punch him in his face, but if he's my striker, I'll make him dinner.
Bingo.
It is what it is. But you got to respect guys like that. You can still hate him.
Sure. He is probably he's very dirty, but God damn it, he balls out.
There's guys I hate, and there's guys I hate respect. He's a hate respect guy.
Hate respect.
Yeah.
Barcelona won 2-1 over Dynamo Kiev. They had to squeak that one out.
Yeah.
Barcelona looks a little weird.
Yeah, they're just uninspiring kind of right now. Took a messy PK and whatever. I mean, you should definitely beat Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah, at home you should definitely.
Yeah, that's a game.
That should have been way more than that scoreline, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, but again, Dest has been looking pretty well there so far, so got to be happy about that as an American.
That's one fan. Positive, I suppose.
Absolutely, that's all I care about as far as Barcelona goes.
Chelsea won 3-0 against Stade Rennais. I mean, kind of figured that. Edouard Mendy gets a shutout against his former side.
I was going to say, you steal their goalie and then you just go shut them out.
Shove it up their hoops.
Yeah.
Again, Timo Werner looking like he's going to score some goals.
Yeah,
like we kind of thought that he did.
Everything is advertised. We knew what he was going to be.
Dortmund beat Club Brugge 3-0. Again, kind of expected that.
Another guy that just,
another guy that's probably going to be one of the better strikers to come. Erling Haaland just doesn't stop scoring ever.
Come on to Arsenal.
He's got to take care of business today first.
Yeah.
I need him big today.
I guess that's the only thing is Werner's there now. At least maybe I guess there's not much chance he's going to Chelsea, so that's good. That's one less team we got to compete with.
Definitely not going there.
Yeah, hopefully not Tottenham. United's probably like the one that'll be the most talked about.
I don't know. They can't freaking get a transfer to save their life.
Yeah, and Dortmund doesn't want to really mess with them. You can tell with the whole Sancho thing, so maybe that's a positive. So there's another team off the list. City?
Nah. I don't think he fits Pep's system.
Pep will gone. Pep will be gone though.
That's true. It'll be like Zabaleta.
Yeah, because this Koeman thing is just not going to work in Barca. I can tell you already. And then by then now, like that Pep's got to be the next. Like, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. He's got to do it.
He's gonna get bored soon.
He is.
What else? Juve beat Fenerbahce 4-1. Again, not surprising.
Ronaldo's back. They win a game.
Crazy, right?
Ronaldo's
the impact
back.
that guy makes.
Morata gets a brace. Like, it makes it way easier for Alvaro and Morata to find space up the middle when you got Ronaldo playing on your right side. So it's
Mr. Offsides actually scores.
Yeah. He was probably off on one of them.
Leipzig got a nice bounce back 2-1 win against PSG.
Always nice to see PSG struggle.
They had two guys sent off, which does help.
Yeah.
Idrissa Gueye got sent off early. Emil Forsberg had a PK converted. Good to see Leipzig back. They're kind of struggling in the league.
Yeah.
A little bit. They were in first, and then they lost to I forget who. So they're not in first in the Bundesliga anymore.
Yeah, Bayern is in. Actually, this game right now today is
for first
place. They're both in 15 points.
And to finish up, there was Sevilla beat Krasnodar 3-2.
You kind of.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you see for Sevilla? Rakitic scored.
Yeah.
And then the kid from the Moroccan kid. I had it written down, and I don't have it in front of me right now. But he was a Chelsea U23 player. He's from Morocco.
Youssef Enyinesi.
Yes. He had. Is that who I'm
thinking
of?
Yeah, he had a brace.
Yeah. Was he the kid? Is he the kid I'm thinking of that was in Chelsea? Wasn't he in Chelsea?
Don't remember the name.
Then there's somebody else that I was looking at in one of these games that was a former Chelsea player that had a good game. Oh no, you know what it was. We look at so many freaking names. It was the kid from Fulham, the kid that scored for Fulham in the win.
Oleana?
Yes, Oleana. Not Youssef.
Oh. Yeah, he was a youth
Too
player.
many freaking names.
I know. There's a lot going on in the head.
Yeah.
I guess before we get out of here, kind of running down some of these games that are going to be happening this weekend. Well, whenever our show ends, we got Chelsea playing Sheffield. Should be an easy.
You can't let off the gas. Like Sheffield, the longer Sheffield goes without a win, you got to figure that you get that team with their back up against the wall mentality. You just hope you got, Chelsea should come in and just handle it. You got to handle this.
And another team that I really hope Chris Wilder doesn't get, the Eddie Howe treatment.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Chelsea's got to get him now. You can't take him lightly.
Yeah. 3:00 today, we got West Ham hosting Fulham in a London battle.
West Ham slowed it down just a little bit, but
they need to bounce back.
Definitely a favorite here.
And Fulham actually won last week. I didn't mention that, but in the battle of the relegation battle down there, got a
bad teams.
Yeah, got a big win over West Brom. So, can they make it two in a row on the road?
4 whole points now for them, and got out of the relegation for a week. They're sitting up at 17th, so maybe they can grab another one. I don't know though. I think West Ham's probably gonna just a little too much. They've had a good run to start this year, so even with David Moyes on the sideline and not at home.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those David Moyes. They don't win when he coaches in stadium, but when he coaches from home, they win.
Yeah.
Sunday slate. You got the early breakfast game. We got West Brom against Spurs. I don't know what to say. Spurs.
Come on, Baggies. Let's go, Baggies.
You need them to. You need somebody to step up. Spurs. Harry Kane. Fantastic player. What more can you say about that guy? Talk about a guy that you might want to punch in the face if he's not on your team, but you got to love him when he's on your squad.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him at all, but he's a hell of a player. So give credit where credit's due. They are playing better outside of that loss to Antwerp. So I mean, it's a game they should win, but let's go Baggies.
9:00 right after that, we got Leicester versus Wolves in a nice matchup here.
That's a good game. That's probably game of the week, I would say.
That triple header on Sunday is fantastic.
Yeah. There's
Leicester quality. Wolves. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a game you have to watch, right? You don't know.
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
Just say yes. Foxes versus Wolves. That's a game you want to watch, right?
Yeah. And we thought that Leicester was going to struggle with all their injuries on defense, and they've just been rolling right along.
Yeah, man. They're finding a way to get things done. It's great. They're winning in Europa and they're winning in the Prem. So they beat Arsenal. I can't say anything bad about them. So
then obviously the main game that everyone's looking forward to, Man City versus Liverpool tomorrow, 11:30.
Dude. Yes. Yes, everybody wants to see
Liverpool. Who we got in that one?
Liverpool all day, bro. Man City is just not playing to the level that they should be playing to right now. And
not Liverpool, the same.
No, Liverpool's running. Expect Jota to score again. And yeah, I would say if we were throwing a number out, probably like a 3-1 Liverpool kind of game.
Really? You think that much?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
3-spotter, 3-1.
Vampire. You see dude, I can see you right behind me.
Yeah, this is just entertainment that we need for the end.
Oh yeah. Like when I watch the guys on the news and their dog starts barking, this is the same thing. This is my dog barking. So
my dog barking. And then obviously you got your Arsenal boys tomorrow against Villa.
Yeah, that's a big one. You know, Arsenal right now is in a position
where it's a good time to catch Villa because they've kind of been down on form.
Yeah, they've cooled off a little bit. It's a good time to get them. Go into the international break, grab 3 points, stay up in that, top area of the table because everybody's finding ways to do so right now. So you gotta follow suit.
You got to kick them while they're down, unfortunately, for my love for Villa, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, we struggled with Villa last year, so again, this could be that game of Emiliano. You know, it's just like, hey, you let me go.
Shoves it right up your hoop.
Oh yeah, 2-0 Villa.
No, I think Arsenal takes care, Biz.
I hope so. I really do.
Probably like 1-0.
Yeah, probably nothing exciting, but. So, all right. Well, you got a Chelsea game to watch or Dortmund game to watch. I only got one to watch right now. So
I'm gonna have one on TV and one on my laptop.
And I got this guy to watch. So
you got so much to watch.
So much to watch, and I'm sure we'll play some Fortnite.
Can't forget about the Fortnite.
Oh yeah, gotta get that Fortnite in.
But yeah, again, thanks guys for tuning in with us. Our first 2-hour show of the new regime here.
Yes. Next week,
bit extra.
Next week, I'll finally be in my my full setup. So
Brian will have a full setup. His computer.
Thank God. Adam will be running on it.
My internet will be. My computer will be fixed, and we won't be doing. I got one here, one there. I'm just.
Yeah. We did. We split in Adam on the air today.
We literally split me. It was insane. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in again. It's been a fantastic show. And again, there's just never enough time to talk soccer ever.
Yeah. Go Union.
And go Union. Good luck to the boys in blue tomorrow, 3:30 ABC. There's no excuse not to watch it since our birds have a bye. So
yeah, give them some love, guys.
Get the champagne on ice, boys. Let's go.
Yes.
This is it.
Supporters Shield.
All
right, brother.
All right, guys. Again,
have a good one.
Have a beautiful weekend.
I'm sure we'll
enjoy this weather.
You and I will be texting in the next 2 hours, I'm sure.
There will be me saying, I told you so.
And I'll tell you that, you should have been cashing in that ticket.
All right, guys.
All right.
Later. Love you guys. We will see you next week.
Love you guys. Bye.
Later.
Bye.